Good morning, everybody. My name is Suzanne Manners.
And I'm Nicole DeBrown.
Yes, we're here today to tell you about all the good things happening in October, the book club reads and activities that we want to highlight. I said good morning, but it's really in the afternoon, right? Because we're doing tea at 2, right?
Yeah, tea at 2.
Tea at 2.
Cheers.
Cheers. First, let me say something. Every first Saturday, we normally have a film, but this month, we're closed on the first Saturday. The Apple Fest.
Right. We're always closed on Apple Festival Saturday. So go to the Apple Festival, not the library.
Right. The streets are closed for traffic. There's all sorts of vendors and apples and apple cider and music and everything you want to find.
Old-timey stuff.
Yeah. It's going to be a good day downtown. Knock on wood. No rainy weather.
Well, it usually rains.
Sometimes it rains, so just keep an eye out for that. But we won't have a film this week or this month, but we will have a featured book, as always, at the library. I don't have the book at the moment. All the books are out and about circulating. We'll be getting some more in if you need a copy. But we're celebrating the birthday of Sherman Alexie, and his book is called The True Diary of a Part-Time Indian.
The absolutely true Diary of a Part-Time Indian.
It's absolutely true.
It is absolutely true.
It's a semi-autobiographical story based on his own personal lives. It takes place on the Indian Reservation in Spokane, Washington. The book is very tiny down here. I don't have a copy, like I said, to put in hand to show you. But the author, born October 7th, the reason why we chose to read his story. And this book is sort of geared toward young adults. Mm-hmm. So you've read it yourself? I
have read it.
And it's kind of cool because
there's a lot of really serious subject matter, but he writes about it with a lot of humor. So
very humorous.
It's very heavy subjects at times because it is about a young boy on a reservation who is kind of leaving his tribe a little bit to get a better education and better opportunities, and he becomes sort of an outcast. So you see what he goes through.
Yeah, that's why he calls himself a part-time Indian. Yeah, in this sketch, there's a lot of graphic design or little cartoony to complement the story. This is a sketch of the main character, Arnold Spirit. Mm-hmm. And he's half and half. He's half Indian from his reservation and half with his clean cut, going to the all-white school look. And so he's got some struggles. It's very inspiring. It's not a teen angst going on in the story. I highly recommend it. If you are interested in finding out more about this coming of age story, we can get a copy for you. But I want to mention that the whole reason again is to celebrate the birthday of Sherman Alexie, and we'll be meeting in Trap Hill, out in Trap Hill at the Trap Hill Branch Library. And our book club there is called The Reading Trap. But we meet on October the 9th. The 9th? Yeah, the 9th.
The 9th.
I should have put my dates on a cue card like I said I was going to do. But the 9th is the second Thursday. We always have a Reading Trap book club out there at noon on the second Thursday. And we pick the time in the middle of the day so we can eat something that relates to the story. So whatever they're eating in this book, maybe some Native American dish or some sort of heritage food to go along with the discussion. Everyone's welcome to come and visit. Even if you haven't read the book, you'll learn more about the author, his writings, and we want to know what you're reading. So visit us at the Reading Trap.
I mean, worst case scenario, you get a free meal.
Yeah, we have great food. Everybody enjoys that part of it. But we'll have something to eat, good talk about books at noon, October the 9th. The 9th. And what happens else on the 9th?
The 9th is, the Friends of the Library book sale starts on October the 9th. And that happens every month on the second Thursday of the month as well. It starts 5 to 7. You can go down there Thursday evening, and they're also open on Fridays and Saturday from 9 to 5. So the 9th through the 11th is the Friends of the Library book sale. And just another note, they're always open on Tuesday mornings. I believe that's from 9 to 11 as well. So you can go down. If you can't make that book sale though on the weekend, you can always go on Tuesday mornings, 9 to 11.
Every week.
Every week. And if you want to donate books to the Friends of the Library book sale, they ask that you bring the books down on Tuesday mornings as well. Tuesday and Thursday mornings, they do receive donations at that time.
Right. And we really appreciate all their efforts and the fundraising they do, which provides funding for our programs and our supplies and things that we turn around and give back to the community in that way. So thank you, friends.
Yes, every dollar you spend at the book sale comes back to the library and supports the library.
Yeah.
So you're doing a lot of good if you go down there and buy some used books.
And those books, although they're labeled as used, some of them are like brand new.
Yeah,
they're really affordable.
I went down there and spent $14 and got I don't know, I had 2 armloads of books we carried out for $14.
Yeah, that's and the next thing I wanted to talk to you today about is our Talking Service Book Club. This is on the 10th, August the 10th.
No?
Why am I saying August? October. I get my days and months confused all the time.
Okay.
Thanks for the correction. It's October the 10th. All right. So the 9th, again, Reading Trap. The 10th here at the main library, the Veteran Book Club. But it is not just for veterans. Mm-hmm. We do target veterans, but anyone is welcome to join us. This is an anthology. It's pretty thick. They don't read this whole book every month. There's 44 short pieces, short stories and things of note, military memoirs and nonfiction pieces and that sort of thing. And so they'll have a short little thing to read about and then have a conversation over. And a lot of times other subjects sort of branch off.
Yeah, you get a lot of personal stories that how the veterans themselves relate to these images that are shared in the stories and their own personal experiences of being in the military. So it's a good opportunity for veterans to share and to connect with each other, and they use those stories as a jumping off point.
That's right, and because standing down is what they say when you are relieved from duty. Mm-hmm. And this anthology is from warrior to civilian. It's trying to incorporate our military back into civilian life and trying to debrief them, I guess, or just discuss things that they've lived through, and so it's pretty cool. Mm-hmm. But I know that this month we're reading a little excerpt from our anthology from Homer's Iliad.
Oh,
okay. And that's a timeless epic of the Trojan War, and it talks about the struggles of ancient soldiers, loss, loyalty, and the search for meaning after combat. So if you would like to join us, we can get you a copy of the reading. Step by and visit and get more to find out what we're talking over. Mm-hmm. And even if you want to check out the whole book, the Iliad, we're not reading the whole book, but reading a portion of it.
Right, not the whole book.
But if you want to read the whole book, I do one day when I have time.
I've read it.
You have?
I read it, yeah.
There's so many things I want to read.
I read it in college.
I've read pieces of it myself, but never sat down to read the whole thing, so that'd be fun to do. Okay, now we have another book club.
We do. We have the Library Book Club here, and that is on October the 21st at 4 p.m. And our librarian, Jess Quick, has selected Starling House by Alex E. Harrow. This is a little bit different from some of the things the book club has read in the past, but it's still a very, very good book. I read it myself already. It's really a book about magic that happens in a small town in Kentucky, and the house becomes a character. So it's not just there's a whole lot of southern hidden secret drama like there is in every small town in the South, a lot of history that is hidden, and the house basically comes alive and starts revealing the history. And in the course of this, there's the 2 main characters, the caretaker of the house and a young girl that's in town, and they meet and form a relationship and learn the secrets in this small Kentucky village. So I think you'll really like this. Stop by, get a copy, come to book club, because it is a little bit different from your normal book club fuddy-duddy reads. Sometimes they can be. So this is a great book.
Bird on the cover and starlings.
Yes, the starling,
so
yes.
A lot of
the starlings play a role in the story.
I was wondering because
and the house is called Starling House.
Gotcha.
So,
and I think it's perfect for spooky season.
It is perfect for spooky season.
Halloween's
because
around the corner.
It is very creepy. The house is very creepy. So it's a lot of fun. It's very gothic in nature, so it's dark without being really, really, really scary. So
I bet that'll be fun to talk over.
I think it'll be great because the ending has a really big twist in it. So I'm not going to reveal anything. So I'm going to stop talking.
That's your teaser. That's a teaser for
I'm
you.
going to stop talking there. But yeah, just stop by the library and see Jess in Adult Services, and she can get you a copy of this book.
Yeah, that'd be great. All right. Another thing that you might like to come out for is our monthly Road Scholar lecture, and this is a live stream. It's virtual, but we put the screen up in the meeting space downstairs. This will be on October the 27th at 1 o'clock, and this month is kind of another supernatural, spooky topic here. Evelyn Walsh McLean. Do you know who she is? Well,
No, I don't know who that is.
she is the famed owner of the 45-carat Hope diamond.
I've seen the Hope Diamond. I didn't know who owned it.
Right. Okay. Well, that's the largest blue diamond. I remember seeing that at the Smithsonian when I was growing up.
That's where I saw it at the Smithsonian.
Anyway, this diamond is rumored to have a curse. It's got a lot of misfortune. The owners, previous owners, and Evelyn herself, because of owning that diamond, they were always like somehow cursed. And they're going to find out all about the curse of the Hope Diamond at that Rhodes Scholar lecture.
Excellent.
I don't know if you ever read any Wilkie Collins.
Yes.
Do you remember the
Moonstone?
Moonstone?
Yes.
I know. When I heard about the curse of the Hope Diamond, I was wondering if that was somewhat inspiring to him.
Absolutely could have been.
Because if you want to read a fictional story by a famous writer, Wilkie Collins, Moonstone, it's got a lot of similar
Yes.
type of things, I believe. All right. We do have something really cool that's coming out for the month of October because we're celebrating Banned Books Week. Jess, we mentioned with the Starling House Book Club conversation, is creating some banned book trading cards. This is what the back cover looks like, and you see a lot of things marked out in black because they've been banned or challenged. Books that people would normally not. People want to read these books, but because they're banned or challenged, there's like controversy about them. I mean, Sherman Lexi's book was a challenged book. So Jess is making trading cards. We're going to have them ready to share. And as an example of what they look like, we've made some trading cards before. They're like little book cards. So you can come by and pick some up and find out about a collection of banned books. And visit our local vendors down Maine. They're putting together a banned book story walk, and they'll be having some cards available at those locations, the storefronts where you read our downtown read around. They'll be sharing cards there as well.
And Jess based these trading cards on Magic the Gathering, so you'll see a very similar layout if you're familiar with Magic the Gathering game. You'll see that she has all the little information about the character, so to speak, and then you'll see her little genre tags at the top. So
yeah, this is her game.
Yeah,
she
that's
brought her box with me to share, but there's a lot of cards in there.
yeah, this pulls out.
There you go.
These are Magic the Gathering trading cards, and so you can see she did that, and then she did something very like the same kind of gothic vintage back on the
Now,
cards.
the back of these cards, they're from a previous collection that we circulated, the Librarian's Favorite Reads. And you'll be able to distinguish because the new cards will have this banned book sort of art on the back cover. I think the trading cards are so cool.
I do too, because you can start your own personal collection, so it's really awesome.
Yeah, and maybe you might collect some cards for a book you've never read, and then like you discovered a new book. There's so many good books. I never know when to stop because I want to read everything I see. Harry Potter, Halloween is coming along, and this is the magical series from J.K. Rowling. It's a very well known and loved book about the little fellow who went to wizard school. Harry.
Hogwarts.
Hogwarts. I was like, what is the name of that?
Yeah, he went to Hogwarts.
Okay. Well, all the month of October, we're celebrating Harry Potter with different activities in our children's department, and there'll be scavenger hunts and little Hogwarts classes for different things they learned and magical Harry Potter fun. And again, another banned book.
It is a banned book. It has been challenged many times.
Yeah.
So.
But, it's fiction and it's fantasy. It's fun to read. So check that out if you haven't yet. I know this collection, there are 7 or 8 in the series.
7.
There's 7. I remember reading, not the whole set yet, but I read a few of them, and that this one is also recommended as a book you must read before you die. So it's really good. Don't die before you read it.
And as part of Banned Books Month, one of my favorite authors, Holly Black, has had many of her books challenged based on themes. But at the end of the day, they're really great spooky season reads because it's fairies and she's usually got a little bit of a darker take on a fairy, and that's why they get challenged. And it's teens interacting with fairies. But this is my favorite one in the series, Darkest Part of the Forest, where there is a glass coffin in the woods, and there is a boy inside the glass coffin. And all the teens in the area go to visit, and they think he never decays inside this glass coffin. He's this beautiful boy with horns, curled horns on his head, and he's just beautiful. And all the teens go hang out there, and that's where they party on the weekends, is around the glass coffin. But one night, the glass coffin is broken and empty, and he's alive. So
magic.
So it's all about magic and fairies. And the teen girl that's so in love with this boy in the coffin, he visits her, and she finds out that she's not exactly who she always thought she was. So it's really a great read, and I highly recommend it. And if you like that, you can get into the next part of the series, which is The Cruel Prince. And this series continues on for 5 other books now, I think. So she's got quite a few.
I know I've read one of her books before, but it wasn't either one of those.
Yeah, I really like her. She has another fairy series that is very dark, and it starts with Tithe and ends with Ironside, but I highly recommend those as well. And if you want to read an adult series by her, if you're not into the teen fairy thing, she has another series, I think it's called Book of Night, where people's shadows are alive, basically. It's almost like a tattoo that people have with them, and you can sell your shadow for money. You can get shadow modifications so that they look
That's the one
cruel.
I read.
Yes. And there's a second book of that just came out, like within the last few days. I haven't read it yet. But highly recommend Holly Black. Most of her books have been challenged by some, mostly school districts, who feel they're not appropriate for teens. But highly recommend. Even as an adult, you'll enjoy them. I promise.
It's years ago, but I remember that shadow story you're telling me.
It's
it was a
fantastic.
very page turner for me. I couldn't stop. You know, when you get a good book and you can't put it down, you just keep going until your eyes fall out.
She just has a very original take on things. So she's a fantastic storyteller. Sometimes I think she tries to hurry the story too much at the end, but I do think she's a fantastic storyteller.
Yeah. And last of all is our pumpkin painting contest. Yep. Every month of October we do this.
Always a big hit.
It is awesome. The kids, to the older ones, all like to showcase their decorative painted pumpkins, and we'll be collecting them and voting on them. There's 3 categories for children, and that includes babies, and for teens, and for adults. There's 3 prizes in each category, so you have pretty good odds, getting. What they do is they put these pumpkins out for folks to judge, and the one with the most votes is the winning pumpkin.
I think this year we should choose which one is going to rot fastest.
Yeah,
because that happens every year. We have a pumpkin that starts to ooze, so I think we should take bets on whose pumpkin is going to rot first.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens with those painted pumpkins. The
They do.
pumpkins can't breathe, and
Right.
the paint speeds up the
Yeah,
decomposition.
So you might want to like leave a little unpainted section so it can like get some air, so it doesn't ooze. If you want to keep it long term, but maybe we should do that this year.
That'd be for fun.
Yeah.
That could be one of the categories.
That could be totally one of the categories.
It'll be fun.
But they get a really good prize if it oozes first.
Well, the pumpkins will be on display in our children's department. Pick and come out and vote for your favorite, but also paint your own and enter one for one of the prizes.
Yep.
Lots of good things to remember and talk about. Trading cards.
There's always a lot
pumpkins.
going on at the library.
Yeah, and I didn't know if we mentioned our new location right here. It's nice furniture. You can see our painted walls. We've been renovating our top floor over the last several months.
And it's almost completely finished. There's a few little things.
Yeah, but it's up and running, and we'd love to have you up here to visit and take a look around, and we can help you out. We are anxiously awaiting the installation of our podcast studio.
Yes.
So our next segment for Tia 2 will hopefully be in the podcast studio.
That's the goal.
That's our goal, and very excited about that as well. And for any of you out there that like technology and want to do some video recording of your own, that podcast studio is not for staff only. It's a community podcast studio.
Right.
And
You'll need to call and reserve a time, or come in and reserve a time. But other than that, it's free to use.
Yeah, we'll give you some orientation on the equipment and put you in the room there and let you videotape your own stories and whatever you like to talk about. That's cool. We like to use that as a media
Right.
to share. So thank you again for tuning in, and hope to see you in the library. Thanks for joining me, Nicole.
Sure. Happy to be here.
Yeah. Y'all have a great day.
Bye.
Bye-bye.